Hey there everyone, my name is Morgan and welcome back to Fortnite. Survive the Storm is just around the corner, and if you're anything like me, you'll want to be prepared. In today's video, I'll be sharing my personal tips on how I've been prepping for the event and what I think you guys should be doing as well. Also, if you guys have your own personal preparation techniques that you've been using, let me know in the comments section below because I'm bound to have missed something here and all the tips we can get are super helpful. As always, the link to the Discord is in the description. If you guys need people to play with, you guys can join our server. We have LFG on all consoles, including PC, and over 1,000 members, so you are bound to find somebody to play with. But let's get in today's video. These tips are geared more towards people focusing on the 14-day survival, but even if you guys are going for the shorter sessions, these tips should be helpful nonetheless. So to get started, you're going to need to get yourself a good melee weapon. It doesn't have to be a god roll, and you really don't have to be comfortable using melees, but having yourself a weapon that doesn't consume ammo to clear out these smaller husks is going to be an absolute must. I personally will be using my legendary scythe and a rocket sledge as my husk clearing melees. If you're using weapons, you're obviously going to be needing materials, so it's important in the days before that you stock up on the proper crafting materials needed to make your weapons. If you guys need ores, go into a private match and farm up the ores and materials needed. Seriously, do this in a private match. Nothing is more frustrating than queuing up on a mission with random people, and half the lobby is just running around farming materials and not contributing at all. If you need to gather supplies, go into a private match and do it. Once you've got a few stacks of ores and parts ready to go, you should be set. I personally am aiming for 2 stacks of 99 ores and then quite a few stacks of the mechanical parts required for my weapons because these are super important, and without them you can't craft your gear. So weapons require bullets, and in order to craft those you need nuts and bolts. Hit up the industrial parks and look for the parking meters to get yourself a large amount of nuts and bolts to keep you stocked throughout the mode. I personally am taking no less than 5 stacks into the 14 days event, but if you can hold on to more and you have the room to spare, definitely bring them. Running out of ammo is probably the last thing you want to do during this event. With the entire focus of this mode being survival and building your fort, a great defense means less bullets and less materials consumed to make your weapons, so start leveling up your best traps. If you guys can afford to evolve them, do so, and trust me, you won't regret it. If you're halfway decent with building, it's rather easy to make some pretty great kill tunnels and just wreck husks with your traps before they even have a chance to get to you, and you won't even need to fire a shot. The more traps you have at a higher level, the better off you'll be. If you guys are going into this mode for the first time, it's best to find a hero you're comfortable with. Trying out a brand new hero probably wouldn't be the best move here, so find and level a hero if you don't have one that you are personally comfortable with using. If you guys want to be in the fray of combat, ninjas and soldiers are amazing for clearing husks. If you guys want to fortify your defenses and build, bring a constructor. And if you guys want to be out during the day gathering those very important materials for your team, outlanders are the way to go. Also, a pro tip: if you guys have the constructor power base Nox, his base can heal your defenses, so that's a huge bonus, and if you have him, I highly recommend using him. But these are my personal preparation tips, so a quick recap: make sure that you have a good melee weapon to use for these smaller husks, make sure you have enough ores, materials, and nuts and bolts to keep yourself supplied on your weapons, you want to level up some good traps and heroes, and find one that you guys are comfortable with using. So those are my personal tips, what I've been doing to prepare, and as I said in the beginning, be sure to share your personal preparation techniques as well because all the tips we can get here are super helpful. As always, if you guys found today's video helpful, a like is always appreciated, and if you are new to Split Screen, be sure to subscribe for everything Fortnite and more. Once again, my name is Morgan, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.